Hello there, Steve-Os. Welcome to Steve's Weekly Vlog 148 here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. It is Monday, the 6th of February 2023, Monday evening. I'm just about to go downstairs and cook some dinner. Let's find out what I've got for dinner this evening. For dinner tonight, I have made me and my mum a chicken tikka masala with microwavable egg fried rice. Monday night, and I'm in my pyjamas ready for bed. I'm just about to take my nighttime medication with my last flask of tea of the evening, and then brush my teeth and head off to bed because I do have work early in the morning. So for now though, I'm going to close my curtains and say good night world. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Tuesday the 7th of Feb 2023. Tuesday morning. Just got home from work and just got out of my work uniform. Currently taking Buddy for a second walk of the day around the backfield. Lovely day today. Sunny, blue skies. There is some clouds in the sky. I was going to say not a single cloud in the sky, but I've seen a few now. Today I'm heading off to the Hungry Horse, the Cranley, for my first Hungry Horse pub lunch of 2023, and it's also been a while since I last went there, so without further ado, let's see what I've got for lunch today at the Hungry Horse of Cranley in Bournemouth. Let's take a look. So here I am at the Hungry Horse Cranley in Bournemouth, and this is what I've got for lunch. I've got a Hunter's chicken with some chips, with some onion rings, a tomato, some coleslaw and some garden peas, and I've also got myself a pint of Coca-Cola as well. So that's my lunch at the Hungry Horse in Cranley at Bournemouth. And for dessert I have got a berry and apple crumble with some hot custard. Tuesday evening, and I must say that Cranley Hungry Horse lunch was absolutely delicious. I decided to go for the apple and berry crumble with custard today for dessert because, I don't know, I mean, I love the chocolate fudge cake, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it could be very sickly though, so next time I do go back to the Cranley though, I will definitely have the chocolate fudge cake because I do enjoy a bit of chocolate fudge cake. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Anyway, it is Tuesday evening and I have been downstairs. I've made me and my mum some dinner tonight. Something which I've not really done before. And I've gone a bit adventurous. I've gone a little bit adventurous with tonight's dinner that I have cooked for me and my mum. So without further ado, guys, let's find out what I've got for dinner this evening. Let's take a look. For dinner this evening, I have done, me and mum, some tortillas with some chicken stir-fry. So this is chicken stir-fry tortillas, and I've also done it with some Tex-Mex stuff as well. And I've got the packaging here to show what is on my plate. So I've got some spicy potato wedges, garlic mushrooms, onion rings, and sweet corn and jalapeno fritters as well. It is Tuesday evening, and I've just finished doing the washing up. I haven't dried it up or put it away. I've just decided to leave it on the draining board to dry. If it's still there tomorrow by the time I get home from work, then I'll pull it away. If it's done tomorrow while I'm at work, then I appreciate it. Anyway, so yes, so I've just done that. I've also just made myself a cup of tea, and I've also made my last flask of tea for this evening so that I can take my nighttime medication. And what I'm about to do right now actually is I'm about to grab my work bag so that I can put my headphones in my work bag ready for tomorrow. Really, I should put my headphones on charge because I have used them quite a bit since Sunday, to be honest. Obviously I do use them a lot on a Sunday because I use them during work before we open on a Sunday. I'm allowed to listen to music, so while I'm doing work. So yeah, so I do use them for a few hours on a Sunday, and I've used them. Did I use them yesterday? I can't remember. I don't think I did. No, I didn't use them yesterday. I used them today. I'll use them tomorrow for sure before I start work, before I start my shift at work, and coming back home from work as well. I mean, I did listen to some music earlier today while I was on the bus going to and from the Cranley. So yeah, so anyway, so I packed those in my bag ready for tomorrow. I'm also just about to take my work flask out of my bag as well, so that I can just wash it out and yeah, wash it out and obviously put a tea bag in it ready for me to make a flask of tea in the morning for when I head off to work. So yeah, I've got some washing on my bed here in my washing basket, which is clean. It's been put through the washing machine and it's been tumble dried as well, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably just gonna leave this on the top of my bed where everything gets stored, and I'm just going to sort it out tomorrow, because tomorrow after work, when I get home from work, I'm going to be quite busy with cleaning up my bedroom. My bedroom hasn't been cleaned for a good couple of weeks, I'm not going to lie. So tomorrow I'm going to hoover it, I'm going to make sure my floor's tidy, my unit is tidy as well, get rid of all the bottles and cans and all of that, and just, yeah, make it spick and span. And I might even put my bedding in the wash as well as my clothes, because I'm going to have my work uniform to wash tomorrow when I finish work. And I'll have last night's pyjamas, yesterday's clothes, today's clothes that I've worn, and yeah, my bedding. So it'll probably be a wash load right there. Anyway, right, that's enough rambling from me. So yeah, so I'm just about to go downstairs and sort out my flask, ready for me to make a flask of tea for work tomorrow. And then after that, I'm going to take Buddy out for his last walk of the evening around the neighbourhood on this Tuesday night. And I am in my pyjamas ready for bed. I've just brushed my teeth as well, and I've just put my phone on charge. It's just gone 11 PM, so I am going to be heading off to bed in a second. My phone was on 19% when I put it on charge, and it's now going to take 6.5 hours, everyone. 6.5 hours for my phone to charge. Not normal. Anyway, I really hope and pray my phone is on 100% when I wake up in the morning. If it's not, I'm going to need a new phone. Right, good night all. See you tomorrow. Good night, world. See you tomorrow. Wow, my hat is super powerful to the point that I just snapped a twig off a tree with my hat. Wow, super powerful hat. There we go. Strongest hat I'll ever wear. It is Wednesday morning. It is Wednesday the 8th of February 2023. Finished work, that's me done now until this weekend, until Saturday, so that's me all done. I'm currently out, once again, lovely day outside in the sunshine. I'm out on the backfield at the moment, taking Buddy for his second walk of the day around the backfield. I've got some washing up that I did last night, which is still on the draining board right here, which I'm going to put away right now. Just made myself a cup of tea and just about to take my morning medication. So I've got myself a nice white clean cloth here, and I've also got some antibacterial spray in this bottle here, which is going to need topping up soon, because it's getting a little bit low, but I'm going to wipe down the sides here, and I'm also going to wipe down all the cupboards as well in the kitchen, and I'm also going to wipe over the dining room table as well. So I've got my own little cereal box here, which is where my cereal is, that I normally have. Obviously, as you can tell, I normally have chocolatey squares. It's my standard, my normal breakfast that I have. Up here in the cupboard here is my new box that I've got for my it's chocolate nut pillows basically, but I'm just gonna put I'm gonna put this into here right now, and then I'm going to do the sides, because it's looking a little bit dirty. Wednesday afternoon, and I have got a basket full of dirty laundry. This is some of my clothes that I've worn over the last couple of days, and I've also stripped my bedding as well, so I'm gonna put that into the washing machine right now and put the washing machine on, and then once it's washed, I'm then gonna go and put it into the tumble dryer. No, buddy, you can't have my dinner. For dinner this evening, I have got some chips, some chicken goujons, some some spring rolls, trying to get my words out, and some baked beans. Good morning everybody, it is Thursday morning, it is Thursday the 9th of Feb 2023. You know what, to be honest, right, so last night I had my dinner in my room. My mum was down here, she wasn't feeling very well, bless her, and she's still not feeling too good today. Hopefully she does get better very, very soon. But I had my dinner, had Buddy upstairs with me, and I was going to get myself ready because there was a Nintendo Direct on last night, which I didn't watch, but it had 40 minutes worth of footage in terms of like announcements and stuff that was coming out of Nintendo Direct, and like some of the games that were coming up on the Nintendo Switch for the first half of 2023, and I didn't watch that. I remember, what did I put on last night? I put a show on last night, didn't I? Oh yeah, that's it. I was watching the Lego Movie. That's it. I was watching the Lego Movie on Prime Video, and then I tuned in to watch a show, I believe, which was, oh yeah, no, I was gonna watch Coronation Street. I remember putting Coronation Street on because I woke up briefly to put that on, and then what did I do then? Yeah, and then after that I then put on, I didn't even see Coronation Street. I think I fell back to sleep because I ended up falling asleep whilst watching the Lego Movie, and then I woke up, put Coronation Street on, didn't watch any of that, and then woke up again, then put this other show on called Harlem, which is on Prime Video. Don't remember much of that neither because again I think I fell asleep, and then time I woke up it was around about what was it, around about 1 AM, yeah, 1 AM, and then by the time I woke up I took Buddy for his last walk around the neighbourhood, and then I had to do my bed sheets as well because my bed sheets were in the wash yesterday, so I had to get those back on my bed. So literally I didn't go to sleep till roughly 3 AM, and I'm now awake. I've been awake since 6:15 this morning. I've watched today's episode of EastEnders on iPlayer, and I've had a shower, got changed, and now I'm downstairs. I've also just put some washing on as well because I had a wash load to put in the washing machine, so I've just put the washing machine on, and now I'm just about to make myself a cup of tea. So for breakfast today I've got my usual chocolate nut pillows cereal, or chocolatey squares as I like to call them. Taking Buddy out for his first walk of the day around the back field. Just about to give Buddy his food and water. Oh, look who else I'm walking. I'm walking Simba on the backfield. Oh. Now I've just given Simba some food and some water. Oh, blimey. Anyway, I've just got back from Castle Point because I was going to go and see 2 movies today, but I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling a little bit knackered because I didn't really get a proper good night's sleep last night. So I'm going to only go and see 1 movie today at the cinema, which I've decided I'm going to go and see Knock at the Cabin later this afternoon. So I'm going to go and see that. So I'll give you my thoughts on that a little bit later on in the weekly vlog. But I've just got back from Castle Point as we had no bananas in, and obviously my mum wanted some bananas, so I went up and got some bananas for her. I also got myself something for dinner tonight as well, because again I'm going to be cooking for just myself this evening, so you'll find out later on in the vlog what I've got for dinner tonight. And also as well I picked up some 2 cheesy garlic bread pizzas from Asda. Oh my god, they are to die for. They're so nice. They are really, really nice. I think they're like £1.50 in the frozen aisle. They are so delicious, and I love having them every time we have pizza as well. So I picked up 2 boxes of them because sometimes when I do go to Asda in Castle Point, they're very rare to pick up. So yeah, so I picked up 2 today because every time I seem to go down that frozen aisle, they're not there, but they were there today, and they were pretty stacked as well. So I picked up 2 of those, put them in the freezer, and I also picked myself up something to eat at the cinema. Originally I was going to have a Wetherspoons lunch, but I've decided not to do that now. Instead I've decided to just grab some sausage rolls, some cocktail sausages, and a cherry Lucozade as well. And I'm just going to have that for my lunch and to eat whilst I watch Knock at the Cabin at the cinema. So we are halfway through the morning on this Thursday morning, and the tumble dryer behind me has just finished, so I'm going to empty out the tumble dryer and fold up my clothes and put it away in my wardrobe in my bedroom. I've been really busy in my bedroom for the last half an hour or so, just hoovering my bedroom, getting rid of all the rubbish that's in my room as well, like, you know, sweet wrappers, boxes, you know, stuff like that, little things like that. And I've also used some carpet spray as well to spray my carpets, just to freshen up my bedroom carpets. Anyway, I'm now just about to empty the tumble dryer, fold up my clothes and put them away in my wardrobe. So I've just got back from taking Simba and Buddy for their second walks of the day around the back field. Took them off the first exit of the back field, and now I'm just about to get my bits to take with me to the cinema. So I thought I'd show you what I'm having at the cinema while I watch Knock at the Cabin. Got some pork cocktail sausages, and I've also got some sausage rolls as well. And to drink, my big bottle of Lucozade Cherry as well. I've also had a shave, and I've also brushed my teeth as well, just before I took Buddy and Simba for their walks. So I'm just about to put all those that I just showed you just now, just about to put that into my blue going out bag, and then I'm going to head off to the cinema. So I will speak to you guys in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be when I come back from the cinema, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on Knock at the Cabin. It is Thursday evening, and I have not long got back from the cinema after watching Knock at the Cabin by M. Night Shyamalan. That was the director of the movie, and the movie stars Rupert Grint and Dave Bautista as well, and basically it's really funny, okay? So a lot of people who I've read online reviews about or watched online videos about in terms of Knock at the Cabin, to be honest, they said it was very intense. It was quite an intense movie. Me, personally, going into the movie, I didn't feel intense, like, it didn't feel like it was edge of your seat stuff at all. And like, some of the reviews and stuff have said that this movie will keep you guessing all the way through the movie, right through until the very end, whether or not this is real or this is just a hoax. And I didn't get that vibe neither from this film. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I think the acting in it is pretty good, and while of course there is a same-sex couple in this as well, it's not really like largely the kind of the story of this, really. I mean, obviously they say that they're like this, you know, they're same-sex couple, that the kid in the movie has got two dads and stuff like that, but that's not the main plot of the film, really. I mean, the main plot is these four other strangers that come to this cabin and basically warn this couple and this kid that one of them has to make a sacrifice in order for the world to be saved from an apocalypse. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I didn't really feel like it was edge of your seat stuff. I didn't feel like it was like intense in any way or anything like that. So for me personally, I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 10, because to be honest, Dave Bautista was great in it. I'm not gonna lie, Dave Bautista was great. I thought his acting in it was good, and it's nice to see a bit of a serious side to him in terms of his acting. And I felt like he did carry it throughout the movie. And I think the little girl as well throughout the movie, I think she did a phenomenal job as well as the daughter. But I mean, yeah, it was just, I don't know, it weren't really my cup of tea, really. It's a shame because M. Night Shyamalan, I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy his last movie that he did called Old, and I like the concept of the movie for that was great because, you know, it's basically a bunch of people that get stranded on this beach, and the longer they're there, the longer they basically age by a certain amount of years and stuff like that. And you know what? I loved that concept of that movie. And I'm not going to say I was hyped for his next project, but I was looking forward to his next project to see how he could top the movie Old. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen all of M. Night Shyamalan's projects, to be honest. There are some other movies out there that I haven't seen in the past, which I'm definitely going to go back and revisit. Damon has said to me that there's a few films that he's enjoyed by M. Night Shyamalan that I've not seen before. So we're going to watch those together at some point when we do a movie day together, me and him. So it'll be interesting to see what I think of those movies. Obviously, I'll give you my thoughts on those movies as soon as I've watched them. But in terms of this one, though, yeah, this one weren't for me. This one weren't for me, which is a shame. And I'm going to say that, I mean, I'm not going to lie, but I wouldn't recommend this movie, to be honest. And I mean, the only thing I'd say that's good about the movie is some of the actors, and that's it. I mean, Dave Bautista, like I said, carries the film, but other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it, really. But yeah, so I don't know, but I wouldn't recommend the movie, though, I'm not gonna lie. And it's also one of those movies that I wouldn't rush to go and see again anytime soon, neither. So there we go. So that's my thoughts on the new M. Night Shyamalan's movie Knock at the Cabin, which is available now in cinemas in the UK and I believe in the rest of the world as well. So there we go. Oh, by the way, some movie news has come out overnight, last night, which I wanted to actually talk about in the vlog. Actually, let me talk about it here. So Disney did the Q1 2023 financial results, where they basically reveal little tidbits about Disney Plus and all the other stuff as well. I believe there's going to be an Avatar attraction that's coming to a Disneyland park very soon. I do also believe that Disney Plus has lost subscribers in the first quarter of 2023, but that's not the biggest news, though, of last night when this got announced. So Disney have announced that there is some sequels in the works for some of their franchises. First one being Zootropolis 2 or Zootopia 2, however you want to call it. Some parts call it Zootopia, other parts of the world call it Zootropolis. But yeah, I think here in the UK we call it Zootropolis. So Zootropolis 2 or Zootopia 2 in America, that's been announced. Frozen 3 has also been announced as well, which, to be honest with you, is no secret. Kirsten Bell said something about there being a third one last year. So, although she did say that that's not her greenlighting a Frozen 3, but she did hint that a Frozen 3 was on the horizon. Anyway, that's officially been confirmed now by Disney. Not gonna lie, never seen Frozen, so this one doesn't excite me as much. This one, though, this one, I'm a bit 50-50 over. So Disney have confirmed that there is another Toy Story movie in the works. This will be the 5th Toy Story movie in the Toy Story franchise. Obviously, we don't include Lightyear. Lightyear was its own movie, but this is Toy Story 5. I'm gonna say what I said last night, okay, when I found out this news. It should have ended at number 3. Number 3 was perfect to end the franchise. Andy giving away his toys to a little girl. That was the perfect end to the trilogy, okay? And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that movie, what are we talking, 13 odd years ago? When I saw the movie 13 odd years ago, that was literally the most saddest endings to a movie I've ever watched, to the point that I legit was crying when I watched the end of Toy Story 3, because it's such a sad ending. It really is. I'm not gonna lie, I did have tears to my eyes when I watched Toy Story 4 a little bit. But you know what, to be honest, I mean, again, it's one of those things. Did Toy Story 4 need to be made? I don't think so. I genuinely don't think Toy Story 4 needed to be made. But it got made, I went and saw it. It was okay. You know, it wasn't better than Toy Story 3 or Toy Story 2. Well, actually, the first 3 Toy Story movies. It wasn't better than those, but it was okay. But yeah, I mean, here we are, Toy Story 5. Do we need a 5th Toy Story movie? I personally don't think we do. I mean, I'll go and see it. Oh, of course I'll go and see it. I mean, I'll probably be, I don't even know. I mean, if we're talking 2025, let's say, for example, by the time we get to 2025, I'm going to be probably about 28 years old. There'll be a 28-year-old man going to the cinema watching Toy Story 5 if it comes out in 2025. No release dates have yet been announced for these movies, and we don't exactly know who's yet been cast in these movies neither, or whether or not some actors are going to be returning, although Tim Allen has hinted that he will be back as Buzz in Toy Story 5. So who knows, maybe Woody and Buzz might get reunited again after Toy Story 4. I mean, I don't know, it seems likely. But yeah, Toy Story 5 though, really, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Toy Story franchise might outlive me. I mean, I grew up with the franchise. I loved the first one. I loved the second one. The third one was really, really sad, but it could have ended there. The fourth one wasn't really necessary, but it was okay. I mean, the fifth one, we'll see. We will see what happens, okay? I will let Disney cook up whatever they've got roasting in their oven right now, and I'll see what the final project is like, because there's hope. There's hope that there's a good story in Toy Story 5. I mean, who knows? But there we go. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, so there we go. So that's the announcements from Disney last night. Big announcement from Nintendo last night as well. And I've actually got this on my Nintendo Switch console, so I may dig out my Nintendo Switch console and play this in a separate YouTube video. But Game Boy and Game Boy Color has come to the Nintendo Switch online service starting from today. So starting from now, if you've got a Nintendo Switch and you're a subscriber to Nintendo Switch Online, then get yourself over there, especially if you've got the expansion pass as well. Obviously, if you've got Nintendo Switch Online, you can play Game Boy games. If you've got Nintendo Switch Online and the expansion pass, then you can play Game Boy games and Game Boy Advanced games as well. So that's something I'm definitely looking forward to looking at. I'm going to play some of those games across the next week, and I might do a separate gaming YouTube video or something where I'll play a couple of those games and I'll show you guys those games on the Nintendo Switch console as well. So yeah, so I'll definitely do that for you over the course of the next couple of weeks. I'll keep you guys posted as to when that will be coming up, alright, on my channel. I've also actually, before I move on to my next part of the weekly vlog, I've also just finished watching this guy on YouTube who I've been following over the last sort of couple of weeks. He's called The Tech Chap, and he's basically someone who is very tech savvy, a little bit like me, a little bit tech savvy, but he he goes to various different events, and he goes to all these like tech company events, like for example the recent Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event. He went to that last week when they held their event last week, and they unveiled the Galaxy S23, S23 Plus, S23 Ultra brand new smartphones, which will be on sale from the 17th of Feb, which are also, by the way, available on pre-order right now. and basically he went there and he obviously attended the event, and he has just spent the past week using the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Now, you guys may know that, you know, my phone is starting to get a little bit old, and it's also having trouble with its battery life at the moment, but I have just commented on his video where he's basically done a 1 week later review on the Galaxy S23 Ultra, and I basically said, really love this review that you've done for the S23 Ultra, can't wait to see your long-term review for the flagship device soon, because he did say he will do a long-term review in the near future. I do have a question to ask though. Will we be seeing you review the Galaxy Book 3 Pro 360 very soon? I'd love to see your thoughts on the new Samsung laptops. I'm considering getting the S23 Ultra over the next few weeks, as my nearly 2-year-old Samsung A5 II is very slowly dying. He has actually commented, he liked my comment, I believe. Yeah, he liked my comment, and he replied back to me on YouTube and went, glad you liked it. I'm keen to review the Pro and Ultra Galaxy books, but the 360 probably isn't one I'll be reviewing. So either way, I'm interested to see what his thoughts are on the new Galaxy laptops that also got unveiled last week at the Galaxy Unpacked event. So that'll be very interesting to see. Do feel free to give him a subscribe. I'll leave his link in the description box down below. His name is the Tech Chap, okay? Great guy, absolutely love his videos. He does do comparisons between various other devices as well. So yeah, so I will definitely leave the link to his YouTube channel in the description box down below for you guys to feel free to subscribe and feel free to watch his YouTube videos as well. Right, okay, so yeah, so there we go. That's everything I wanted to talk about at the moment. I've been rambling on for the last 15 minutes, but hey ho, there we go. Right now though, it's time for me to make some dinner, so I'm going to pop downstairs and put my dinner in the oven. It is just me cooking tonight. So I will cook my dinner and I'll show you guys what I've got for my dinner in just a few moments time. So for my dinner tonight, I have got a chicken Kiev with some chips and some mixed veggies. It is Friday the 10th of February 2023. Good evening. Oh god, what happened there? ooh, a bit of a bumpy ride then. It is Friday the 10th of Feb, but it's Friday night actually, and I'm just here just to talk about this week's weekly podcast, which is available right now on Spotify Music, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast. Just search for Steve's Weekly Podcast to listen. This week I talk about everything that got announced at Nintendo Direct that took place on Wednesday this week. I also discuss about the first quarter of 2023's Disney's financial results, and I also talk about Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and Zootopia 2. However, Zootopia 2 or Zootropolis 2, however you like to pronounce it. And also as well, I talk about a brand new podcaster as well in this week's weekly podcast as well. And I also talk about Knock at the Cabin as well and give you my thoughts on that. Even though you already know if you've watched this week's vlog, but if you want to hear my thoughts in a bit more of an extensive way, then it's there on the podcast. Anyway, feel free to listen. It is available now on Spotify Music, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast. Just search for Steve's Weekly Podcast to listen. I have spent the last, I'd say 15-20 minutes downstairs. I've just made myself a cup of tea. And I've also just sorted out my mum's rabbits for her again. She's still not feeling too well, bless her, so she's still upstairs in bed resting up, but I've helped out with the rabbits. So I've just given them, I gave them some food and some fresh water this morning, and I've also given them just now some fresh carrots and some fresh lettuce as well, so they've had that. And I've also put some hay in their cage as well, because you've got to put hay in their cage just to help with their nutrients and stuff like that. So I think they're are they munching away on it at the moment? No, they're just chilling. They're just chilling in their cage. They're just chilling. That's fine. And I've also just done the washing up, drying up, and putting away as well from yesterday's dinner that obviously I haven't done. I've had a bit more of a chilled, relaxed day today, to be honest. I've recorded the podcast, and I've taken Buddy and Simba out for walks today as well. Yeah, I've had a bit more of a chilledish day today. Dinner is literally going to be done in 5 seconds. You'll probably hear the timer go off now, and when it does, I'm going to open up the door. It's probably when Smoke's just come out. Lovely. You guys can find out what I'm about to have for dinner right now. I'll show you guys right now. It is dinner for one tonight. It's just me eating dinner because my mum can't eat because of her medication that she's having to take. She's not allowed to eat. So it's just dinner for one tonight. And you may remember earlier in the weekly vlog I said about these cheesy garlic breads, which are absolutely delicious, and I absolutely love them so much. And yeah, that is technically what I have got for dinner tonight. A stone-baked cheesy garlic bread pizza from Asda. So here it is. There it is, look. Looking all lovely and nice. So I'm just going to have that for my dinner this evening. So as the recycling bin is looking a little bit full, there's even a Lucozade bottle on the floor there, and there's a milk bottle, look, tucked away in the side. Look at that. Anyway, I'm just going to empty the recycling into the main recycling bin outside. So what I have just made myself my last flask of tea of this evening, and I've also just got my flask ready for tomorrow morning. As you can see in here, see it slightly in here. There's a tea bag ready to make myself a flask of tea tomorrow before I set off for work. So it is Friday night, and I have just had a shower, and I've just got myself into my pyjamas as well. Right now I'm just about to have a shave, and I'm also going to catch up with tonight's episode of Coronation Street on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device via ITVX before I head off to bed. Right, just about to head off to bed as I do have work early tomorrow morning, and I'm just about to take my nighttime medication with my last flask of tea of this evening before heading off to bed. But in the meantime though, I'm just about to close my curtains and say good night world. See you tomorrow. Saturday afternoon, Saturday the 11th of Feb 2023. Today I'm going to be having a bit of a chilled day at home. I have just not long finished work and got home from work, so I'm just about to get out my work uniform. I'm going to reveal the shows and a couple of movies that I'm going to be watching on my Tab S7 Plus device in a few moments time. But yeah, first of all though, I'm going to get out my work uniform. Saturday night, and I'm starting off my Saturday night by watching a movie called Plane. Now watching a movie called On the Line, starring Mel Gibson. It's on Amazon Prime Video. Watching that right now on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device. Now watching an episode of What We Do in the Shadows on Disney Plus on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device. Now watching an episode of American Dad on Disney Plus on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device. Now watching an episode of Family Guy on Disney Plus on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device. Now watching an episode of The Simpsons on Disney Plus on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. Now watching this week's episode of The Last of Us. This is actually an episode that's airing early because of the Super Bowl on Sunday this weekend. So this is technically Monday's episode, but we're getting it a bit early here in the UK, and the US got it a bit earlier as well because of the Super Bowl. Anyway, this is episode 5 of The Last of Us that I'm watching right now on my Tab S7 Plus. Good afternoon. It is Sunday the 12th of Feb 2023, Sunday afternoon. Got home from work. Finished work an hour early today because I still had an extra hour's holiday to use up from work. So I'm on holiday from work next week, as a matter of fact, from Wednesday right through until Sunday. So yeah, so I'll be off work for pretty much most of next week, which is nice. A bit of time off. I have got some appointments that need to be attended to next week though, so yeah, so there we go. But yeah, it'll be nice though. It'll be nice to have a bit of time off. And then I've got some time off again in March. So obviously I will be vlogging next week, and I will be vlogging my time off in March as well, which will be nice. So I'm going to be doing that then. In the meantime though, it is Sunday afternoon and I've got home from work, got out my work uniform, and I'm currently taking Buddy for his second walk of the day around the backfield on this Sunday afternoon. This afternoon I am going to be chilling out for most of the afternoon. Again, I'm probably just going to be watching some TV shows and maybe a couple of movies as well. So before I wrap up this week's weekly vlog, let's find out what I'm watching this afternoon. So I've just made myself a flask of tea. I'm also going to help myself to a box of Quality Streets that I've had since Christmas. I can't believe it. We're 2 months into the year and I've still not opened these. I've also got another box as well, which I'll probably show in the weekly vlog in maybe a week or so's time, that I've still not opened since Christmas. And on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device right now, I'm on BBC iPlayer, currently watching Series 5 episode of Doctor Who. Now watching Hunters on Prime Video. Now watching Harlem on Prime Video. Now watching Big Mouth on Netflix.
Hold on,
Now watching Paradise PD on Netflix. Now watching What We Do in the Shadows on Disney Plus. Now watching American Dad on Disney Plus. Watching Family Guy on Disney Plus. Now watching The Simpsons on Disney Plus. Now just about to watch the Hangover movie on Amazon Prime Video. Now just about to watch The Hangover Part 2 on Amazon Prime Video. For dinner this evening, I've got a chicken Kiev with some chips and some baked beans. And I'm ending this week's weekly vlog here. Hands-free! That's right, hands-free! Because I've got my camera on my little tripods. Anyway, I've also got Buddy here with me as well. Come here, Buddy. Come here. Oh, look at him. Look. Do you want to smell the camera? Imagine this being in 3D right now. I mean, Buddy's nose would be coming out in 3D, isn't that right? Your nose would be coming out in 3D. Oh, yeah. Anyway, anyway, Buddy's with me to wrap up the weekly vlog, aren't you, Bud? Yeah. Anyway, a massive thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's weekly vlog. Again, I haven't met up with Damon and Kim this week. At the moment, things are a bit hectic, really. I mean, I'm busy with appointments and doing this, that, the other. Obviously, my mum's been unwell this past week, so obviously I've not been able to really go out much and do much. But... so obviously there's been that, and also as well, Damon, he's been busy with work as well, and Kim's been quite busy herself from what I know. Fingers crossed though, fingers crossed, next week I might be able to meet up with them. There is talk that Damon has said to me, there is, you know, that there might be a possibility we might be able to meet up next week. So I've got my fingers crossed that I'll be able to meet up with them. I'm not gonna lie, I am missing them a lot. I haven't met up with them now for the last 3 weeks-ish, about 3 weeks I think it's been. It's been a very long time. It's been a very long time, and I am missing them a lot. I really am missing them a lot. So fingers crossed, next week there might be some Steve and Damon, or Steve, Damon and Kim content in the weekly vlogs. Also as well, actually, I'm going to be video calling Kieran in a few minutes, and I am actually going to plan to meet up with him, not next week, so it won't be in next week's weekly vlog. I might see him within the next couple of weeks if he's free. If he is, then I'll meet up with him. I know what we're doing. I know where we're going in terms of meeting up, because we spoke about it about a month ago. So yeah, so we'll be doing that together. So yeah, I will plan that, and I will let you guys know in next week's weekly vlog when I'm meeting up with Kieran. I'm not going to say what we're doing, but I'll reveal when we're meeting up anyway. And yeah, anyway, if you want to know what I'm up to for the rest of this evening, well, you already know I'm video calling Kieran. tonight on Skype on my iMac, so I'll do that in a few minutes. I'm also going to edit, upload and schedule this vlog ready for midnight on Monday the 13th of Feb 2023. And also as well, I've got a phone call to make as well with my granddad, so I'm going to speak to him in a few moments. And I'm also going to watch The Hangover Part 3 as well, my Tab S7 Plus via Amazon Prime. And I'm also going to be drinking pretty much a whole carton of juice that was best before the 9th of Feb, earlier this week, the 9th of Feb 2023. So I'm going to have some of this now. If I'm unwell next week, you know why. Anyway, it's best before, so it's best before, okay? Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's weekly vlog. Feel free to give me a follow, by the way, on Instagram at SteveOfficial. Is my Instagram username, or the Geeky Stevie if you want to stay updated with all the latest movie posters and gaming news and stuff like that. Feel free to give that a follow as well on Instagram, the Geeky Stevie, and feel free to give me a follow on Twitter at SteveFlix Plus. And I will be back with another YouTube weekly vlog next Monday. I'll reveal more details as well about my Game Boy Nintendo Switch video as well. I'll reveal all the details about that in next week's weekly vlog. And yeah, and don't forget as well, feel free to listen to my podcast as well. Steve's Weekly Podcast, I'm able to listen to right now on Spotify Music, Apple Podcast and Google Podcast. Just search for Steve's Weekly Podcast to listen to that. But yeah, feel free to like, comment and subscribe down below as well to become a Steve-O, and I will catch you guys in my next weekly vlog. See you then.